Sup, you chuckle fucks? It's your boy Dark Raku here with What If Issei was trained by Dark King Rayleigh and had Grimoires Part 2. Now, I know all of you motherfuckers love this fucking What If. Like, literally, I uploaded. It was like literally 1 hour and 28 minutes. And goddamn, the first comment says, next part. Mostly, I think he said next part, part 2 or whatever. And then another comment says, this is better than fucking Spiral or whatever. Fuck you, by the way. Literally, you know what, fuck off. I had way too many ideas on that one, and you just like said, nah, I don't fucking care about the Spiral one. Okay, fuck you too. But not the point. I'm gonna continue the Spiral one. I do not give a damn in what you fucking say. You hate it? Well, I don't care. I'm gonna continue it on. Of course, this What If is not going to be that continue on often, unlike the Spiral one, is because, well, on this one I don't have that many ideas. It just popped up to my head. I might have ideas later, but not the point. What other What Ifs am I gonna go on? What else am I gonna talk? Oh yeah, the What If Issei had both, well, 2 Sacred Gears. I'm still gonna continue that one on. I'm gonna do it after probably this What If. But maybe not. Maybe I'll do it tomorrow. Maybe when I wake up somewhere in the morning. But not the point. Probably I'll wake up around 8. Probably. And then try to do it. But not the point. Let me just begin to this What If. Let me shut the fuck up. And let me begin. It's time to do this video. Yeah. Let's just do it. Okay. So before I go on also for this What If. I should mention one thing. So mostly the Suguru Geto one. Now, the Suguru Geto one, I'm going to continue on that, part 6. I'm still reading the manga. I just got to the part where mostly Suguru Geto probably kill, what's it called, Tengo. If you don't know who Tengo is, I just fucking read it a while ago, but not the point. But Tengo, spoilers alert, Tengo is supposedly be the, mostly, like, evolution curse creature. It kind of looks like a curse creature, but I think it's a human. I can't tell what it is most of the time, but not the point. I was reading through that chapter with mostly what's it called, what was his name? Mostly is one of the star vessels, and also one of the cursed, like cursed spirit, half human, versus Suguru Geto. And of course I kind of read through, mostly seeing his domain expansion, which I don't have a conclusion on what that does, but not the point. I'm still reading on it, but not the point. So that's why I was actually telling you that I'm going to read the manga, so I can get a more understanding of what Suguru Geto's abilities. Because, well, even if I kind of like watch a video, it doesn't fully tell me about it. And I'm not going to go through reading about his other abilities online. I'm just going to read the manga, fuck it. Besides, I want to get to the part where mostly Gojo and Sukuna fight, because I kind of, yeah, I stopped reading a while ago, but not the point. But that's not the point here or there. I might also do another What If. It's well, it's mostly a What If based on one of my favorite webtoons, and that is none other than, what's it called, What If Issei had a gambling addiction. Well, not gambling addiction entirely, but mostly it's based on mostly, well, one of my favorite webtoons ever, and that's basically Hardcore Liberating Warrior. If you do not know what that is, then so sad for any of you, but not the point. Let me just begin to What If, but not the point. There might be other webtoon What Ifs I might base on, but not the point. Let me just begin to What If. Let me shut the fuck up and let me just start. Okay, I know I'm rambling on right the fuck on, but yeah, let me just begin. So we begin into mostly Issei, and right now with his friends. Now his friends are right now in his room, but of course we're not in his room entirely. Mostly Issei was actually kind of getting ready to kind of get the hell out of what's it called, his room, because mostly his like 4 other friends are kind of waiting outside. But yeah, now of course, well, his 4 friends are not Murahama or Matsuda, but actually like 4 other people. So we go into mostly the description of who they are, or mostly I'm just gonna tell you. Basically, we got a guy with kind of blackish, kind of like long spiky hair. Kind of looks like, what's it called, Gojo's a little bit. You know when Gojo puts on that blindfold and his hair is kind of spiky up? Yeah, it kind of looks like that. The person doesn't have like a blindfold. He does have shades on, because, well, not shades. He did bring shades with him just in case he has to look into someone's eye, because he knows he's going to be high as fuck throughout this like weed session, but not the point. So of course He's not trying to get caught too easily, but yeah. He also has a bull, like literally a bull, a lighter, and a huge pack of weed, like literally a whole bag of weed. But yeah, this is where, well, next to him, well, his name is Angel Le Cruz. But yeah, because he's actually Hispanic and not Asian. He's actually like 75 Hispanic and like 25% Asian, but not the point. Mostly he's a kind of like a, he's not dark skin, he's kind of a lightish tannish skin. But yeah, this is where, well, he is right now kind of high as hell and looking at seeing rainbows or whatever the hell you do when you're high. But not the point. He's not paranoid right now, he's just kind of laughing at basically the wall because he's already high. Now, there's someone else next to him who is kind of glaring at Angel just to kind of like look at the amount of weed and how much he smoked a while before coming here. But of course, this is where, well, the person has kind of like blackish hair. Well, mostly it actually used to, well, it used to be all black, but it does have yellow highlights. Right now, it does have kind of like goldenish yellow highlights because mostly he either dyed it or that's just a real natural hair color, but no one can really tell because most of the yellow hair kind of looks like goddamn bananas, like he had just attached bananas to his head. But not the point. This is where, well, mostly his hair is kind of covering one of his eyes, but his eye color is actually kind of like goldenish yellow. And this is where, well, he is actually does have like a tiger tattoo like in the, well, not left, mostly the right side of mostly his neck. This is where, well, wait. See, the right side of his neck, and this is where the left side he does have an earring, like a kind of earring that looks like a Dragon Ball earring, you know, the ones that Patara earrings. But yeah, but not the point. He doesn't have another one. He's not going to fuse into someone. Nah, I'm just kidding. But he does. It kind of looks like that, but not the point. This is where, well, he's right now kind of like grabbing the bowl of weed from mostly, well, not bowl of weed, mostly a pack of weed from mostly Angel, just to make sure how much fucking weed he smoked. But yeah, this is where, well, he's just counting, but not the point. He's just trying to see how many fucking grains or other shit he kind of did, but not the point, or grams or whatever you get. I don't care. Of course, the word, well, we go into the other two. The other two, it's a guy with kind of blondish hair, has a scar, mostly like this huge kind of like mostly scar that looks burnt a little bit on his like what's it called? On his right side eye. This is where he does have like this burnt scar. He also has tannish skin, blackish eyes, and this is where, well, he does. I didn't mention he has blonde, like a medium blonde hair, like it's kind of goes down a little bit towards his neck, but not the point. This is where, well, he does have a hat on top of him. It looks like a top hat that has, well, mostly goggles on top of it, like blue goggles. He also has a metal pipe behind him. He is also wearing a nice fancy ass kind of like suit outfit with black boots, but not the point. We're mostly with like what's it called, blue jeans, and of course he is wearing a black coat, but not the point. He also is wearing gloves, and this is where, well, he's right now kind of making sure that his like outfit is pretty good to kind of go out, whatever. This is where, well, there's like no torns or rips or any of that. Next to him is basically the last member of the group. Now this person is what's it called? So of course he's mostly wearing what's it called, black clothing entirely, but he does like wear what's it called, like these blue kind of like dark kind of like grayish bluish kind of boots that look to be made out of material of some kind. He also does have belts, like four or five belts like on his waist, but this is where they're like made from the same material as like the boots. This is where, well, he does have a black kind of cloak around him. This is where, well, he does have longish black hair that kind of reaches to his like medium back. Well, yeah, his middle of the back. And this is where, well, his eyes are usually closed, but when he opened them, they're actually the color of, well, mostly, it's like a palish, lightish blue color. This is where, well, he usually just smile, but not the point. This is where, well, he is right now kind of, well, not smiling, just kind of like showing a kind of like mostly just a, not frown, but like a happy face while having his eyes closed. This is where, well, he's just waiting. This is where, well, his hair is like tied into a ponytail, I should mention, but yeah. Now, I didn't really, this guy is mostly, the blonde hair person is named Sabo. So yeah, the blonde hair is just named Sabo. He doesn't really have a last name. This is where, well, the dude with blackish hair is named Nux Fowl. This is where, well, he is right now kind of just waiting, but yeah, I already mentioned Kazutora, mostly the blondish with blackish hair is named Kazutora Hanbai, and mostly the other person's named Angel Cruz, but not the point. Angel Le Cruz. but not the point. This is where, well, I did forget to mention Angel's color of eyes. I think I mentioned them last video, mostly part one, but I should mention them right now. Mostly his eye color, I think I said it was brown, but not the point. But it is kind of a lightish brown color, but when he does activate his ability, it does kind of turn white, but not the point. Blankly white, but don't worry about his ability. This is where, well, we'll see. He's over here just high the fuck off his mind right now. This is where, well, mostly with everyone kind of just waiting. This is where Issei finally gets out of his room. He looks like this. So basically, he is wearing black boots, black kind of pants, like kind of dressing pants, a grayish kind of like whitish shirt, you can't really tell that much, but with a black kind of coat or jacket. This is where, well, he walks out. This is where he has his black hair kind of going down. Well, kind of not really in the style, but just going down, but not the point. He also kind of has, well, he does have his purplish eyes kind of glowing. This is where, well, mostly Issei says, okay, we going or what? Issei also has a, what's it called, mostly a watch in his hand, just to sometimes tell the time. It's mostly just black. It's like black gold, but not the point. This is where, well, he has it on his right side, and this is where, well, he's kind of just saying, so we going or what? This is where, well, mostly the other says, finally, you took a while. Hey, this is where, well, Issei says, fuck you, Kazutora. Guess what? It took me a while because I was already sweating and tired from my training. Screw the fuck off. This is where, well, Kazutora says, oh, whatever. Let's just go already. I'm bored. I already want to start the whole weed session before Angel decides to smoke it all. This is where, well, mostly Angel says, huh? Ah, hey, buddy. This way he tries to hug Issei until Issei says, hey, no, fuck off. Don't you dare hug me. Pinche loco. This is where, well, mostly he cusses Angel in Spanish. Angel says, no, ¿por qué no me quieres dar un brazo? ¿Por qué no? Te quiero dar un abrazo porque eres mi amigo. This is where, well, he says, stay the fuck away from me, you high bastard right now. I don't want to get my clothing smell like goddamn weed right now. This is where, well, we'll see Sawa chuckles and says, well, we should probably start going, shouldn't we? This is where Issei says, yeah, we should. And why are we the only, like, good dress, like, I don't know, how should I say, the fucking fashionable dress people here? This is where, well, Sawa says, I have no clue, but, you know how, what's it called, Kazutora and Angel dress like most of the time. And Nuts, this is where Nuts they say, hey, I dress like this because I can use my abilities much easier. This is where Issei says, watch off and says, that is true. This is where, well, I should have mentioned what Angel and Kazutora wear. Kazutora is wearing a white kind of coat. This is where, well, mostly it doesn't have any symbol in the back. Well, it does, it has like a tiger symbol. But this is where, well, he has a black shirt underneath. And like, what's it called, blue jeans that are kind of ripped, not the point. This is where, well, he also is kind of wearing like shoes that are basically like sneakers, but not the point. We go into Angel's kind of POV and what he's wearing. He's basically wearing, what's it called, a black shirt underneath. Well, it's kind of a white shirt. And this is where, well, mostly it's a full white shirt, but not the point, just pure white. But this is where he's wearing a kind of like white kind of Nike like jacket that doesn't have the coat or mostly like the hood behind him. It kind of looks like this, yeah. So it basically looks like this, but yeah, not the point. It doesn't have the black stripes, it just has fully white, but not the point, but yeah. This is where, well, Angel also has kind of like blue jeans that are torn up somewhat. And this is where, well, he is wearing kind of like these white kind of like Air Forces, but not the point. This is where, well, or yeah, they're white, but not the point. But yeah, this is where, well, they're kind of going in this where, well, mostly they're kind of like walking. Of course, where, well, Angel is saying is, so we gonna smoke out this weird where? This is where, well, Issei says, first we gotta get food because you know how we get the munchies when we smoke this shit. This is where, well, mostly Angel says, that is true. Shit, I'm kind of hungry now. Fuck off. No, we're not near any store, and I'm not gonna let you eat the food in my refrigerator. This Ranger says, no, come on, man. Just hurry up and get your ass over here. This is where, well, they're walking ahead, and this is where, well, when they get out of mostly we're turning the corner, Issei still sees the girls that are still somewhere in the dojo, and this is where he sees two other girls that he really doesn't care too much, but it's mostly the two girls that saw mostly Issei fight against the android. Well, they don't know who that was Issei, but fight against the android and strike and kill them both. This is where, well, Issei kind of completely just ignores him, and this is where Issei says, come on guys, let's just get to, I don't know where the fuck we're gonna go get food. What do you guys even want? This is where, well, mostly Angel says, let's get some McDonald's, I want some chicken nuggets. This is where Kazutora says, you already get chicken nuggets every fucking time. Let's go somewhere else. Besides, we should definitely eat something before like smoking this because I have not really ate anything. This is where Kazutora said. Admittedly, this is where, well, mostly Nux says, well, not Nux, mostly, Nuff kind of says we should probably not let Angel go inside it because if he gets caught, we all get caught. This is where, well, mostly Kazutora says, shit, if we're going to a fast food place, I'm gonna have to take what's it called, the fucking bowl from Angel so he just doesn't smoke the shit of it. This is where, well, mostly Sabo says, I agree with that because you remember last time what happened with all those fucking edibles and all that other stuff we got it. This is where, well, mostly everyone remembers and says, yeah, we're not letting Angel do that shit. Angel says, no, come on, ¿por qué no? ¿Por qué si te agarmudas de mal coño? This is where, well, mostly says, shut the hell up already. Come on already, guys. This is where, well, mostly they're walking out, and of course, mostly out of the dojo. That's where Issei, they're kind of like turn his like narrow his eyes to his corner of his vision and notice what's called Catherine and Moriyama. And of course, he really didn't want to deal with any of the girls who are mostly part of mostly his grandfather's dojo. So of course, mostly he's just leaving with his friends. But yeah, this is where, well, we go into Catherine and Moriyama's POV, and of course, even what's it called and also Musashi, and this is where, well, they were actually shocked to see mostly Issei's like dripped out outfit, but yeah, he looks like he's ready to just go anywhere. This is where, well, mostly his other like 4 other friends are kind of just dripped out also somewhat. Mostly Sabo is right now looking fancy as hell. Angel just looks like a fucking normal kind of like what's it called, thug half the time because he looks high as hell. Kazutora looks like someone that he would probably murder anyone without a care in the world. And mostly looks like he just looks like a fucking emo kid. But not the point. Mostly he looks like he goes to Hot Topic for almost all his clothing. This is where, well, all of them are walking out. And this is where Moriyama and Catherine are blushing a little bit because how Issei looks. He looks quite good. His hair is a little bit down and mostly is kind of in the same kind of like somewhat same style as mostly Song Jin-woo. His eyes are purple because, well, they actually noticed that his eyes are actually purple, not actually what you call, well, mostly dark brown, or not dark brown, mostly light brown, because mostly they also noticed how mostly Mr. Yami is actually does have kind of like blackish eyes, but he did mention that Issei does have dark purplish eyes when he kind of got his Grimoire, but not the point. Yeah, they changed to dark purple, but not the point. Or like, it's like a lightish purplish color, but not the point. His hair also changes to dark brown, but not the point either. This is where, well, mostly they're walking. That's where, well, mostly the other 2 girls were kind of confused in who exactly that guy was. The guy who was basically in the middle with the other guys. And this is where, well, mostly Gina kind of says, hey, what's it called, Mushina. This is where, oh no, Mushina, mostly, so mostly, Musashi kind of just say, well, you remember that guy that killed the stray and also the android, right? This is where, well, Gina says, yeah. Well, that's him. Holy, oh, not gonna lie, with the lighting around him, and I'm actually able to see him. He looks quite good as hell. What's his name? This is where Mashina says his name is Issei Yami. This is where, well, Gina says Issei Yami. What an interesting. Wait. Are you? Does that mean he's the same? Yes, Issei Hiro. Yes, that's the same person. Mostly he changed his last name to Yami, but yeah, don't you remember when he said his name was Issei Yami? He will be permanently banned, either being named Hiro or mostly Yami, whatever. This is where Gina says, "Damn," and he looks that good. Fuck. This is where, well, mostly Gina kind of just screeches out and gets angry, but yeah. This is where behind her, 2 other girls were actually with her, but yeah, mostly 2 other instead of just the white wolf, but yeah, mostly the girl who has like white wolf ears and white wolf tail, but yeah, and has dark skin, but not the point. This is where, well, she was just shocked to see Issei. Issei looks quite freaking good. This is where, well, if he's no longer a pervert, and he's literally caught the rest of the society. And of course, he looks just completely amazing. This is where, well, she blushes and just hates the fact that how Issei literally managed to just throw his mostly high school life out of the way to look like this. He looks like a complete badass. This is where, well, Mostly Gina says, wait, no, maybe I can forge this. Maybe I can definitely. This is where Gina thinks in her head, thinking maybe she will be able to talk to Issei if she sticks around the dojo. This is where, well, she's actually going to accept, what's it called? Well, Musashi's kind of offering this, where Gina says, hey, Musashi, that offer is still available? This is where, well, mostly Musashi says, and why should I say yes? Now that you saw Issei-kun, you're probably going to think that you should probably stay here to ask him out. This is where Gina says, damn it, in her head. This is where, well, she growls at mostly Machina. This is where Musashi just narrowed her eyes, and this is where, well, mostly Gina narrowed her eyes to Musashi, and Musashi just says, whatever, besides, I'm just going to just say one thing, I'm staying here. And of course training, yeah, of course that's the way of the samurai, but I'm also going to try to, well, mostly ask Issei out. This is where Musashi just revealed her plan. This is where Gina narrowed her eyes even more. This is where every other girl narrowed her eyes, but then again, it's their captain, so she does kind of like, mostly sometimes doesn't like show any love interest, but of course when Issei looks just amazing, and he is considered to be from the samurai family Yami clan, she's probably going to go after him anyway. That's if Issei accepts, because Issei looks like a complete threat most of the time to society. But yeah, we go into mostly the POV of Issei and mostly the others kind of just walking. They got down from the stairs, mostly, yes, it's a long way as stairs, but they're kind of going to mostly a store, but whatever. This is where, well, mostly they're kind of talking, chuckling, laughing, and other things. They just keep walking. Of course, well, mostly they're laughing about how Angel's already too fucking high and probably can't fucking walk because literally he smashes into multiple poles on accident, which Angel wanted to fight the fucking poles for no other fucking reason than the fact that he smashed into them like a dumbass. And this is where, well, mostly Kazutora is laughing. Of course, he managed to take the ball away from mostly Angel so it wouldn't break or whatever. He also took the lighter and other shit. This is where, well, mostly they're just walking, not caring too much, and just kind of like talking, laughing, and other things. This is where, well, we'll see Issei is kind of chuckling. And of course, well, they're kind of just keep walking until they kind of did bump into mostly two people. An accident. It wasn't mostly on purpose, it was kind of an accident. Well, not an accident or purpose, it was just them walking. But this is where, well, the two people that they bumped into was mostly Sona Sifri, which it was, yeah, Sona Sifri. This is where a devil. She basically has blackish hair into a bob haircut. This is where, well, she does have glasses and she does have magenta eyes. Now, of course, well, she's wearing a casual outfit right now, not the school uniform. A casual outfit that kind of looks like, well, so mostly she kind of looks like this. She has this reddish dress outfit, but not the point. But yeah. This is where, well, she's wearing that red dress, but next to her is a guy who kind of has, well, mostly, so he has kind of darkish green hair, and of course he does have kind of greenish eyes. This is where he kind of looks like he has an arrogant ass look to him, because he does have such an arrogant ass look. This is where, oh, he's wearing a green suit with him, and this is where, well, this person is actually a devil, and also Sona's on this date with this devil, because, well, she's actually, well, she considered to, well, not really lost to this person, but this person kind of threatened her and mostly her kind of, well, family, or not really threatened her family, mostly threatened her and mostly a like pawn piece, well, not pawn piece, mostly a barrage member. And this is where most Sona just had nothing else but to think of a way to get out of this whole little date with this person, because she knows that this person only either wants her family status or just her body, which she does not like this at all. This is where, well, mostly Issei saw this and of course tried to ignore it, but this is where, well, Angel in the other hand just was high as hell, and this is where, well, he says, wow, is that a huge piece of weed just moving? Does anyone else see that? This is where, well, everyone smashing their faces the fucking like into their freaking hand. This is where, well, everyone says, goddamn idiots right now looking at weed. This is where Kazutora says, nah guys, I think he's telling the truth. That guy looks completely like weed. This is where, well, mostly Issei and mostly Isabo smashes their faces into the fucking, like, their palms. But this is where, well, even what's it called, nut, and says, really, are you too high already? And this is where Kazutora says, no, not really, but I just like pissing people off. This is where, well, mostly Kazutora says, hey, You, the green hair bastard. This is where, well, the person turns, looks up and says, huh? What exactly do you want, you lowly peasant? This is where Kazutora says, lowly peasant? Bitch, guess what? Yo, this is where, well, mostly, Kazutora was about to say something until mostly, well, someone actually rushes past him, but yeah. So mostly, well, someone rushes past him, and it was actually, what's it called, well, not what's it called Angel, or even what's it called Kazutora rushing past. It was actually what's it called Sona. She rushes past all of them and kind of just jumped on Issei's arm. Now Issei was confused, hellish, like he was just fucking confused as hell, and of course tried to get his hand away from the devil. But this worked well. Sona just had one option, and just to kind of like let these humans deal with the devil. Of course, this is where she thinks it's the most stupidest idea, but she's hoping that at least one of them has a powerful sacred gear to take him out. Even if that means killing the devil, which she can just blame it on one of these people. This is where, well, mostly Issei said, hey, let go of my freaking hand, Sona. God damn it. Didn't I already told you that you can't touch me? Or mostly, you could never touch me because you suspend me anyway, do you not remember, or kick me out permanently. This is where Issei said into her ear, right now making Sona wind her eyes in an instant. She was actually right now distracted from mostly the green-haired devil, right now getting angry and enraged. His power started erupting with this aura, this greenish aura, which made Angel, Sabo, Kazutora, or Nut, or even Issei unfazed. Like literally, this aura was so pathetic in their fucking eyes. This is where, well, mostly Kazutora wanted to beat the crap out of this person, just because this pathetic weakling dares to even show a bit of his aura to look like if he's dominating or something, whatever. And this is where, well, before what's it called, anything can happen. This is where, well, Kazutora says, can I kill this person already? This is where mostly Kazutora looks at Issei. Issei said, what the hell do you want me to do? Fucking tell you, go ahead. I'm not your fucking captain. Well, I am the leader of this group, if you guys really want me to be the leader. This is where, well, Kazutora says, yeah, you're not that great of a leader. Fuck off. Kazutora, didn't I help you get out of multiple situations? Kazutora says, that's because... That is true. This is where, well, mostly Kazutora shut the hell up about that. This is where, well, mostly the green-haired dude says, listen up. My name is Midoriya. Yeah, I'm just gonna say this guy's name, Midoriya. Midoriya, mostly from the clan of, well... So this person actually is from the Agris clan, and this is where his name is Midoriya, and he's from the Agris clan. And this is where, well, the person says, yeah, I'm from the Agris clan, a very high position kind of class family. One of the 72 kind of clans of the underworld. Fear me. This is where, well, mostly none of them are fearing him, like literally they don't care. Issei literally has this emotionally bored look onto his face. This is where, well, the others, mostly Nook, just still has a smile on his face without having his eyes open. Like, this guy is arrogant as fucking annoying. This is where, well, he's about to start using his own magic to just kill this damn devil. It's annoying him. Subway just kind of looks at this person with their eyes and just kind of just smiles, saying, yeah, I'm about to burn this guy. Subway's just thinking in his head, but yeah. This is where, well, mostly Kazutora says, I'm ready to just kill this fucker. This guy's just pissing me off. He's cracking in his hands right now, kind of popping his bone, and lightning starts kind of crackling through it like goldenish black lightning, but yeah. And this is where, well, mostly the other person, like Angel, he just kind of looks at this high as hell. He doesn't care about the arrogance. He doesn't understand arrogance right now. He's high as hell. This is where, well, Angel saying, I see fucking green aura colors, yeah. This is where, well, mostly Issei is not really showing any aura. He just kind of annoyed and why Sona's right now with him, and of course decides to just show a bit of his power to right now make sure that Sona fuck off. This is where, well, Issei says, all of you calm down. This is where, well, mostly Issei kind of told him. This is where everyone was confused. Issei said, Nook, can you get this girl off of me? This is where Nook says, sure. This is where shadow hands right now appear around mostly Sona, right now grabbing her and taking off her arm from mostly her kind of hands around mostly Issei's kind of arm. Issei was walking up to mostly the devil. This is where Issei says, so you're saying you're Midoriya Agorist or whatever the hell you said? Yes. And a pathetic human like you should not be right now kind of right in front of me. You should be bowing down. This is where Issei says, bowing down, you said. Sure, I'll bow down. Really? No, you do it first. This is where the person says, what do you mean? This is where, well, he felt his legs being cut off in an instant. This is where, well, both of his legs right now were right in front of Issei's hand, and Issei's right now right hand was glowing with the dark malicious energy. This is where, well, it looks like it was kind of in a coated kind of armament. This is where, well, Issei says, sorry, but that technique was called no sword style, what's it called? Well, yeah. No sword style, hand, well, mostly no sword style hand slash. This is where, well, he just kind of called it that. But yeah, it was a basic technique. But he moved so fast that mostly the person didn't react fast enough. This is where, well, the person was screaming in pain and looking and glaring at Issei, but Issei had this literally uncare in his eyes. There was literally no emotion in his eyes, just purple glow in his eyes. This is where Issei says, pathetic as hell. I wasn't expecting you to be so pathetic, but then again, what can I expect from devils? Filthy scoundrel devils like you. Midoriya says, you can't kill me. I am part of the 72. This is where Issei says, shut up already. Issei right now crouches down, grabbing Midoriya from the mouth and right now crushing his jaw in an instant, right now making sure he shut the hell up. This is where blood was splattering down to the ground. Issei said, I don't care in what clan you're from. I don't give a damn about the Devil Society. I'm not a devil. So if next time you decide to speak up towards me, thinking I'm some kind of lower being than you, I'll crush your fucking heart in an instant. I'll break your bones. I'll make sure to feed you these damn legs into your goddamn pathetic throat. Besides, you can't eat it because I right now just broke your fucking jaw. Now shut the hell up before I decide to murder you. This year, well, Midoriya right now is fearing for his life because he realized that Issei does not care. And yes, the reason why I named this guy Midoriya is because I don't like, well, Midoriya from, yeah, My Hero Academia. Now people are gonna be like, what the fuck, why are you such a rude bastard? I don't care, because fuck you. But not the point, let me just go back to the what if. This is where, well, Issei right now looks at, well, mostly Midoriya, and this is where Issei says, I'll let you live. You know that? I'll let you live right now. Midoriya right now seems to have a little bit of gleam and happiness into his like eyes until Issei right now says, it seems that you fall for that simple trick of hope. This is where Issei said with such a vicious grin appear on his face. This is where everyone got unnerved when seeing that vicious grin. Even Sona was very scared. But someone else who was actually watching this whole thing, because she was actually flying it right now in the air, she wasn't really wanting to deal with anything. She wanted to get home real fast, go home and sit down and plan, and right now probably play some video games and just eat random junk food. But this is where, well, she notices from the sky and sees mostly a devil literally being pushed down to nothing but feeling just full of despair, and she felt it really easily. There was so much despair in this devil, and she noticed that this devil was actually from the Eris clan or whatever the hell it is called. This is where, well, mostly the devil seemed to have a little bit of hope from the human saying something until the human had a vicious grin appear on his face. Of course, she couldn't really see it because mostly his hair, or mostly she was only looking at the back of his head until the devil felt nothing but pure despair. This is where she can only understand that maybe the person had a vicious grin on his face appear lying to a devil. Literally, that seems ironic because devils love to lie to humans and try to make them feel despair, but now the devil is like, the tables have fucking turned, or the turntable, but yeah, not the point. We'll see. Issei looks at, we'll see, the devil, and this is where his hand right now turned into this darkness kind of flame in an instant. This is where, well, it seems to be darkness flames, but they were having this purplish tint to it. And this is where, well, Issei looks at the devil, and this is where Issei grins and saying, don't worry, devil, you will live a very painful life forever. This is where, well, the devil winds his eyes and says, please, don't kill me. He tries to like speak, but of course there was only mumbles and other things because he can't talk with his jaw. Issei also did cut his mostly his tongue, making sure that the devil can never talk ever again. Issei's hands started glowing this purplish kind of flame color, and this is where, well, mostly Issei right now a purplish book appears right next to him, and this is where, well, mostly Issei calls out the spell, and this is where he says, abyss flames of annihilation. He pretty much just never expected, well, never thought of letting this devil live ever, because he hates devils entirely. So of course, where he throws his purplish ball into the devil, and it explodes around the devil right now, causing him fire and pain and agony. This is where the devil was trying to scream, but there was no screaming or nothing. It was silent, well, painful, very, very painful death that the devil never expected to ever feel. He also had so much despair. But this went all the way up to his death. But yeah, the devil was not dead. He was part of the Ergers clan, and yet he didn't give a damn. Well, see, he did not give a damn about this devil. This devil was basically the age of kind of 19. He was a little bit older than Sona. But this where, well, Issei literally did not care about the devil's feelings or any of that. He never did. He hates all devils because how arrogant and prickish they are. But yeah. This is where, well, mostly Issei kind of just sighs. And right now kind of like pushes his hair out. Mostly some of the bangs, his like dark brown hair bangs, off his face, kind of pushing it back. And this is where, well, mostly the grimoire disappears also. This is where, well, Issei kind of just turns back around towards his friend and just gave them a friendly smile, saying, "Oh well, it looks like I worked up an appetite. I'm now hungry. Let's just go kind of get some food or something. I don't know what you guys really want. We've been talking for a while and trying to think of what we should get. So what should we get, guys?" This is where, well, mostly all of them are unnerved. This is where Angel says, "We should get KFC." This is where he says, "I want some Kentucky Fried Chicken." This is where, well, mostly Issei says, "Anyone else want to vote for that? Because I really don't care what we really going to eat." This is where, well, Kazutori kind of snapped out of his thoughts because he knows how powerful Issei is and can actually kill him pretty easily, but Issei can tolerate mostly all of them pretty easily. He doesn't hate Sabo because Sabo is actually a funny person half the time if you actually get to know him. And of course, mostly Noct is also someone friendly, kind of. Someone mostly just can someone be around people, not that many. He just doesn't like around people because all of them can show their emotions, their true feelings, but he knows about Issei's true feelings. So of course he never actually needs to hide his own feelings from Issei because Issei can see his feelings, and well, mostly his feelings is really never liking people. But of course Issei is different because literally Issei never hides his feelings because they're always truth to his own. He hates devils, he hates everything, and yeah, pretty much mostly they get along because they're also delinquents, but not the point. This is where, well, Angel's on the other hand just high as hell and didn't really notice the whole situation, didn't really care. He just saw purple flames and thought it was a fireworks show, but yeah. So of course, mostly someone in what's it called, Issei's earbuds, because mostly the person is always connected to Issei's earbud, saying, you know, Issei, you know what's kind of ironic? You hearing the song called Face to Face, and the first lyrics that says, "I fought the devil and I lived to tell," kind of is ironic because you literally fought a devil and you basically live to tell the story. Am I ever going to tell the story? Yes, because I know what you're going to do. You're basically going to post it on social media saying, "I killed the devil." This is where, well, Issei says, "Nah, I'm not going to do that." I'm just joking. Yeah, I know you won't. This is where Issei says, "But I am going to threaten Sona." This is where, well, the mostly hacker that is named Code kind of says, "Do whatever." This is where, oh, mostly Issei said, "Other than that, guys, what are we going to do with that devil?" Right now, Sona is captured by Noct's kind of magic. Noct kind of says, I would say just suggest to kill her, but she's not arrogant as hell. She seems to be distraught and kind of scared. This is where Issei says, "That is true, and I don't really want to kill her. I don't even know her actual full name, but it's pretty much Sona. Her name is Sona Shatora, but Sona Sifri, I guess, so she's from the Sifri clan family. That guy named Midoriya didn't really have anyone big backing him up. Sona does have someone big backing her up, being that of her kind of sister Leviathan. So I just don't want to kill her now. Not until I become much more stronger and powerful than her goddamn sister and any of the goddamn mouse. And then I start deciding to pick a fight with a mouse." This is where, well, Kazutori says, "Count me in because I'm actually wanting to, like right now, pick a fight with the mouse also." This is where Angel says, "Count me in also. I don't know what we're talking about. Well, I know we're gonna have a fight." This is where, well, we'll see both Issei and Kazutori's watch house. Sabo says, "Count me in also. I don't really mind beating the shit out of any of the mouse." Noct kind of says, "You guys are crazy, but then again, I do hang out with you guys, so fuck it. Count me the fuck in when we get stronger." This is where Sona's kind of unnerved with all 5 of them literally just not caring too much about fighting against Mouse when they become even stronger from their current kind of power level. And Sona already did feel what's it called Issei's power level. His magic reserves was quite dark and malicious. She was confused, but she understands that Issei uses darkness magic. But this darkness magic is different from mostly normal darkness magic. Because she does not understand that this, well, Issei's magic is kind of an evolution of darkness. It's basically abyss. Instead of being primary darkness or mostly just darkness or some kind of like different element of darkness, it's just called abyss. But yeah, pretty much it's the true kind of mostly like the highest level of darkness magic to get it up to. And of course, it would have taken like very long training to get to it. But Issei kind of managed to attain it so easily by just awakening it, and it's truly just called abyss. But yeah, this is where, well, Issei says, other than that, hey Code, you with us or what? This is where Issei right now talks out loud, and this is where, well, Sona was confused, but this is where Code says, you guys are fucking insane, but you know what, I would say also. This is where right now Code kind of calls Kazutora's phone, and this is where Kazutora puts on speaker, and this is where Code says, I'm also the fucking, hell yeah, let's go. This is where, well, we'll see the others chuckle, but not the point. This is where, well, mostly Coach says, also, can you guys, if you're guys going to go get KFC, at least buy me a bucket of chicken and just like send it through a portal. I don't mind, please. I'll give you the money also. Like, I'm hungry for some chicken also. This is where, well, mostly Coach kind of says, thinking that mostly Angel actually had the brightest idea to kind of get some chicken. This is where, well, mostly everyone else kind of just thinks about like maybe getting some goddamn chicken, but yeah. This is where, well, Sawa says, I don't mind chicken. Yeah, I'm kind of hungry for chicken also. This is where, well, mostly Kazutora switches up and says, fuck it, I'll get some chicken also. This is where, well, mostly Nook says, I don't really care. Just buy me chicken, I guess. Issei says, so we're on agreement to buy some goddamn chicken. This is where, well, mostly all of them nodded. This is where Angel says, chicken, 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 boil, boil. And this is where, well, mostly Issei says, shut up, Angel, before I knock you out, just so we don't need to deal with your shit and get caught instantly. This is where, well, mostly Kazutora says, so you're gonna send the money through us or what? Yeah, I already sent it on your phone. This is where, well, mostly Kazutora says, got it. Already got it. This is where, well, mostly the others say, so we gonna go get chicken or what? Hell yeah. This is where, well, Sona kind of like tries to move and tries to talk until Issei notices her and says, right, nope. Yeah, I got it. This is where, well, he got rid of his shadow hands that was around mostly Sona to actually kind of grab her and take her away from mostly Issei. But this is where, well, Sona managed to now breathe out, and this is where she glares at Issei. Issei looks with an uncaring look in his face. Issei says, what do you want, Sona Sefri? What, are you angry from the fact that I killed your date? That I killed that pathetic devil? That I made him feel nothing but despair to the very fucking end? That I made him had hope for a little bit until I ripped that apart from him? This is where Issei had a vicious grin appear on his face, which everyone gets on nerve, even Sona. This is where, well, mostly Enoch kind of coughed into his hand saying, you're right now having your psychotic side out for a second. Issei says, oh shit, sorry. This is where, well, mostly Issei says, so what exactly do you want, Sona? Sona right now bows down and says, thank you. This is where, well, Issei was confused. Even the other motherfuckers were confused. They're like, wait, hold the fuck up, what? This is where, well, mostly Issei says, what? Wait, so you're not angry from the fact that I killed your date? No, he was a horrible bastard. I'd rather fucking die than ever date him ever again. This is where, well, mostly Issei said, goddamn, I wasn't expecting you to have harsh words about that. But not the point. So, what exactly are you doing here in such a worst fucking part of the, well, mostly Kuo place? Or did your boyfriend literally, or ex-boyfriend, whatever the hell he was, literally kind of had the brightest idea to go to this part of fucking Kuo? This is where, well, right now, Sona says, I don't know where I'm at in Kuo exactly. You're actually near Tokyo Shiba City, but not the point. Well, see, it's not Kuo, it's actually Tokyo Shiba City, but, well, it is, Kuo, but it's kind of near between Tokyo and other things, but this is where, well, Issei says, pretty much it's that part of, Kuo, so that's why it's not really kind of considered to be a territory, because Tokyo is actually ruled by a bunch of humans, unless you want to get found out, but I don't care about that. But other than that, Sona, so what are you gonna do? Tell Rias about what I can do? Try to get Rias to kill me somehow, put me in her barrage, If she does, I'm going to murder her in an instant. I will not care if I have to go astray, because when I become stronger, I'm gonna fight every fucking male, kick their ass to the 9 rounds of hell, and then kill all devils in an instant, ripping them all apart, making them feel despair and all them other things. This is where Issei started having such a vicious grin again. This is where Kazutora right now sweatdrops and says, and I thought I was a psychopath. This is where, well, mostly everyone else kind of just sweatdrops. Right now, Kazutora kind of commentating on it, but not the point. This is where, well, not Nux, mostly Code decides to switch the song of what Issei to hear. So, of course, mostly Issei can find fucking Compound, so he can stop going to a psychopath state, but yeah. So the song is called I'm Not Okay, made by Citizens Soldiers, so of course Issei can calm the fuck down, but yeah.